Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Dr. Glenn Vo, and I am super excited to have a friend of mine, but also he is probably one of the best dental entrepreneurs, most giving guy, but also just has so much knowledge. Dr. Brett Wills. Brett, welcome to Nifty Thrifty Dentist. Welcome to the live stream.
Glenn, thank you so much for having me on here. I can't wait to talk with everybody, with you and others who are joining us about who I am and what we're doing.
Yeah. So again, for those who don't know who he is, and maybe some of you guys do, because if you were at the DO meeting, I heard this guy was just like kicking butt and taking names there. But for those who weren't there, Brett, do me a favor. Just introduce yourself, talk about your dental career, your practices, and then also what led you to creating Dental HQ. What is Dental HQ?
Sure.
Why did you decide to jump into it? So I know there's a whole bunch of questions there, but Brett, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sure. Thanks, Glenn. And thanks so much again for having me on. I'm way more dressed up today than I usually am. I'm normally just a polo shirt kind of guy. But as I told Glenn, I have a group practice, a 3-location group practice. And this morning I was being interviewed by one of the news stations because somebody many of you know, T-Bone, taught our group how to do sleep apnea. And so we were presenting to the news kind of some of the risk of apnea and how we treat it in our practice. So a little more dressed up than usual, but that's all right. I think it's fun to be dressed up sometimes. But my name is Brett Wells. I'm a dentist. I'm a dentist by trade. I tell everybody, kind of an entrepreneur by passion. And I launched my first practice back in 2008 in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're now at 3 locations, adding a couple more by the end of the year. I really just have a passion for creating business, solving problems, and growing and kind of working through the system. So I've had a lot of fun with that. But my entrepreneurial side isn't fully satisfied by the chaos of the dental group. So probably 8 years ago, I was at a lecture from Dr. Charles Blair down in the Hemet in Atlanta, and he began talking about these new membership plans, these in-house discount plans that dentists were starting to offer. And for me, it was one of those light bulb moments where I said, hey, this is really awesome. Like, I want to take this. I can now take a package of services and sell them outside of my office. So I had cards made. I was going to sell them in pharmacies. And I realized quickly that a $300 to $400 a year membership plan really didn't resonate with a consumer who didn't know me. So I wanted to figure out a way to sell them monthly, to make it more palatable for a consumer who didn't know my practice. And a $25, $30, $35 a month membership plan was much easier to sell to someone than a $300 to $400 plan. So I looked at the solutions out there back 4 or 5 years ago. There wasn't one that was really customizable, where I could white label with my logo. And so I began the process many years ago of creating Dental HQ. We launched in 2017. There was maybe like 1 or 2 other companies doing it then. I know there's several now, which has actually been a positive thing for us. I think it's really educating the whole profession on this great new model, and it's really pushed us to be innovative and create solutions that other people aren't doing, that other companies don't have, that really work well for dentists. So it's been really a fun blessing to have started this company a few years ago. We're really growing like crazy and adding offices left and right. So it's been great.
I love that. I love that. And I love the fact that, Dental HQ was pretty much born out of necessity, right? Like you needed it for your own practice. You needed something that works for you. And then in the middle of just kind of working through this, you came up with another company, another product that can help us all out. And here's the thing, what I love about Brett and what he does is that you ever run into him anywhere, whether it be a DEO meeting or on a live stream or anything like that, you can ask him any question. He doesn't hold back. He shares everything. And it's kind of like you have this great product and you could have just kept it for yourself, right? You didn't have to share it with anybody, but here you are sharing it. And let me ask you this, because, you started that journey, creating Dental HQ back in 2017. And now, like, just off the top of your head, I know it's kind of hard, but like how many practices or how many groups have you helped with Dental HQ, just off the top of your head?
We have around 1,000 offices signed up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's gone really well, and it just is escalating really quickly. We just actually raised a bit of money and get to really build out a lot of the technology ideas that we've had kind of on the back burner. So we got 2022 is going to be really an amazing year for Dental HQ, because all these awesome ideas and technologies that we've wanted to build, but have just been kind of getting behind on are
Right.
going to get built and are already starting. So
Okay, so let's just jump right into it because again, I'm going to ask you just like kind of the top reasons why someone should have a like a dental membership plan, right? So just off the top of your head, let's just talk about that because again, we've talked about this in our groups and you probably heard about it, people heard about it, but there's still people who are like on the fence. They either think it's too hard, they think it's hard for their team, they don't know if their patients will buy it. Brett, just let's dispel some of those myths because again, you're not just you're a dentist just like us, right? And you
yeah,
have not just one practice, you have multiple practices, so you've had ample case studies, right,
yeah,
in your own offices. So for those who are like, I've been on the fence, I've been hearing about this stuff,
yeah.
I'm not, and maybe they're not even sure if they just want to even do that. So let's talk to those people. So talk about what are the main reasons why they should be doing this and why they're leaving money on the table if they are not.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty easy. There's probably 2 to 3 main reasons. One is what, a third to a half of consumers don't have any dental insurance. And so you've got a lot of people out there who have no insurance, and actually statistically only about 20% of consumers who don't have dental insurance are going to the dentist, whereas the number with the insured is about 50 to 60% go. So a lot of the people who don't have dental insurance aren't coming to see us, and the number one reason cited is cost. So we can say, I'm not going to discount, I'm not going to drop my fees, I'm not going to do a membership plan because the services I provide are very valuable, and they are very valuable, and you are worth those services. But I think as we move forward down this road of dentistry and consumerization, having a palatable plan that still can get you your full fees if you wanted to, but just broken up monthly, is a great offering to bring in more of those uninsured consumers, where then you're not having to deal with the dental insurance companies. So
I mean, it's kind of like Brett. It's kind of like if you go to the like the Mercedes dealership, or let's just say any car dealership, and they just say, "Hey guys, we don't have any financing,"
yeah,
right? Right.
right.
I mean, again, it's like, yeah, the cars are valuable and all that stuff, but imagine if the car industry just stopped doing that, right? And there's ways that they're
Yeah,
making money on that, and there's ways you could be making money here, right?
exactly. And so, studies and through our own platform, we've done research on this and found that, your members are going to spend about 2.5x from your non-members. They're going to stay in your practice much longer than non-members. They're going to come in more regularly than non-members. So you're going to attract more patients who don't have the insurance. They're going to stay in your practice. They're going to spend more money. It's the Amazon effect, right? It's the Amazon Prime effect. So, I think every dentist should have a membership plan. If you don't have a membership plan, you really should look into it. I'm going to take that back. And I actually am on the fence about this. One of my good friends, a dentist out in, where's he practice? It's High Point outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. Scott Lefevre, went to dental school together. He called me a year ago and he said, "Hey, Brett, should I do a membership plan?" And I said, and Scott told me a little about his practice. He takes no insurance. His family's been there for 30 years. He has a wait list of fee-for-service patients to come in.
Wow.
That's like 6 months out. And I said, "You know what, Scott?" I said, "You are like the 1% of dentists. You've got people waiting down the street to get into you. I don't know that maybe a membership plan doesn't make sense." Now I haven't done the actual statistics on that to see if his members in his practice maybe would spend more. So that's probably where I'm on the fence, where now I would probably say, actually, I think there is still some benefit. But look, I mean, if you're one of those fee-for-service dentists who have a line of patients waiting to get in 6 months down the road, then maybe a membership plan is a little tougher decision. But I think for most of us, who are taking insurance and, in a market with where we're working to get patients, I think having an offering like a membership plan is a no-brainer.
I think what would be really for those who are fee for service and you don't have a line out the door, you
Yeah.
definitely need this.
Yeah,
Right. And
exactly.
that's the thing, like, again, and I want you guys to think about this, right? Think about, the reason why people go fee for service, the reason why, if you're watching, you're a fee for service doctor, why you went fee for service, right? You got tired of taking that haircut whenever you saw the insurance patients. Well, here's the thing, right? Even with a membership plan, right? A membership plan that you have that's really well thought out, what Dental HQ offers, you're still making more money. Right? You're still making more money. So it's almost a no-brainer. And we'll talk about why it's a no-brainer, because You know, I got to know Brett really well the past few months, and he knows I'm going to twist his arm for a Nifty deal, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about, but Brett, let's do this. Well, how about let's jump in. Let's look at let's look at what Dental HQ looks like on the back end, and what it looks like there. And while we're doing
Yeah.
that, we can start asking questions. I actually have a few members are already pinged me some questions.
Yeah.
So, but I think it'll be appropriate more when you start showing. So I'm gonna let you share your screen, and let's give everyone like a sneak peek of Dental HQ.
Sure. And before I share, just to give a high level explanation, I missed this beginning, but Dental HQ, what we build is a SaaS-based, cloud-based SaaS solution for dentists to easily set up, automate, customize their own in-house membership plan. We provide marketing material support and give you a nice white labeled link landing page to attach to your website. So,
so you're telling me that they don't have to like just get a little binder and write down who's on the membership plan and keep up with it that way?
No, and
we have a few tech savvy people. They're like, well, I have it on a spreadsheet. I'm like, really? You have it on a spreadsheet and you trust your team putting it in the spreadsheet? But you guys have something a lot more robust than doing a spreadsheet or a binder of people on a membership plan, right?
We have something much more robust. And then so at the beginning of the year, we have a product coming out that even those of you who are determined not to spend $1 paying somebody like us for a membership plan, we're going to have a solution for you too.
Oh gosh. Okay. I love it.
That comes out at the beginning of the year. But let me share my screen here and show you what we got. So this is the Dental HQ landing or homepage. So, you know, if you went to dentalhq.com, this is what you would see. This is where you can schedule a demo, enroll your practice and whatnot. But, you know, you go through the enrollment process, and that link that we talked about, here's my website, Wells Family Dental Group in Raleigh. We've got a few locations here. But as you see, when you scroll down, and we have this on all of our pages, you see my membership plan kind of sticker that I had my website guy build. So any patient who comes in my practice who doesn't have insurance is going to see this and see that for $28 a month, or it could be 30, 35, 25, whatever you want it to be, they can become a member at my practice. And for me, it includes these services. It doesn't have to include all this, but that's what I chose to include. And honestly, that's what probably 90 to 95% of our customers choose. So they decide, okay, yeah, I want to do it. Let's learn more. For me, I've got 3 locations, so they're going to select my Wake Forest office. And then here's the white labeled landing page that Dental HQ's created for my office. You see, it's got my logo here. It gives a little bit of background about what a membership plan is. And then down here, it kind of walks them through the process and gives them the different options that we offer at my office. We have standard plans, a kid plan, and a peri maintenance plan. You can have as many of these as you want, or as few as you want. And again, the pricing and what's included is all up to you. You know, it's a nice page. It gives them answer some questions, and then they can join and sign themselves up right through take them through the process right here. They'll include their family members, their kids, significant others. They'll include their credit card information, and then they'll be enrolled into the Dental HQ plan at your office. Or I call it a Dental HQ plan. You call it whatever you want. I would not call it the Dental HQ plan, Smile Savers plan, whatever you want to call it. But once they enroll, they land here, which is in your Dental HQ dashboard. So here's right inside the dashboard, peek behind or under the hood here. And I can tell you, inside scoop, this dashboard is our V2 dashboard. You know, it was our V1 was 2017. That was kind of our minimal viable product. This was our V2. We have V3 coming out at the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter of next year. And it is a game changer. It's way more analytics.
So is this is V1? This is not V2.
This is V2. We have V3 coming out in the first quarter next year, and it's really a rock star.
So we'll definitely have to bring you back on, because this looks pretty robust, but you're saying that V3 is like even a step higher?
V3, tons more analytics. There's a lot of exciting bells and whistles that I don't want to speak about too soon. But we've also taken, we've solved this problem from the inside of the dental office out. And so we are constantly taking feedback from our dentists about how can we make this easier? What processes they're getting hung up on? So we've taken, we're constantly upgrading the software with easy little fixes and tweaks here and there, but we're taking a ton of those little fixes and throwing them into our new dashboard update to just make the experience for the user so much easier. But you can see here where it lists all of your members. You can edit their payment information. You can see all their payments. You can issue refunds. You can see which family members are active and inactive. You can help them add family members. So this is what you'd have pulled up in your office. And maybe the member doesn't want to go to your website and enroll themselves. You can also enroll them on their behalf. You can send them an invitation. You can print out paper enrollment forms to where they can sit in your console.
You can enroll them like right there in the chair, right? Like, does the could a team member pull this up like on a tablet or something that they can walk over there and just and sign someone up right then and there in the chair?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's super flexible through years of kind of figuring this out. We even have a Spanish version. I don't know that there's many companies that have a Spanish version of their solution available. We just had an office.
I think you guys might be the only ones, actually. And I'll tell you what, in Texas, that is really big where I'm at.
Yeah. So when all the communications, part of the power of our dashboard of our solution is that it notifies your patients, when they're behind or invites them, and it's all in Spanish. So it's a great solution we've built. So that's essentially the main premise. And there's, we could spend an hour just going through all the little details of what's in here. But that's the overall premise of Dental HQ. You also get reports, how to easily transfer all the payment data over into your PMS system, whatever you have. There's a whole marketing portal where you can get update your marketing cards and whatnot. We're building out a new marketing portal that'll be part of the new upgrade, where you can email, text all of your patients to invite them to join. And then some of the stuff we've done that kind of sets us apart. Not just the unlimited customization plans.
And actually, that's a question that I just got from the audience. There's so many companies out there, and hey guys, there's a solution for everyone, but Dental HQ is a little bit different. So Brett, talk about that, because you're the reason why you even created Dental HQ is because you weren't satisfied with what out in the market. You wanted to do something that was a little bit more robust. So you probably already know this. So what are some of the things that are different about Dental HQ than the other companies out in the market right now?
Yeah, I mean, my personality, I don't want to just follow the crowd. I'm always wanting to, what can we do different? What can we do better? And I've got this perspective from inside the dental office out. So I'm constantly building in. One of the big solutions, a treatment plan solution we're going to build toward the end of next year, is coming from problems that I have as a dentist that I build, kind of on those spreadsheets, and want to automate and build better solutions for my colleagues through Dental HQ. But, I don't want to follow the crowd. So we wanted to build a system. And once we got where I felt like our dashboard was as good or better than anything out there, we could kind of really innovate. And some of the things that our dashboard does that not everyone does, complete customization. You can have the membership plan include whatever you want or exclude whatever you want. You set the pricing. That white labeled landing page,
that's huge.
With your logo on it is kind of a big deal. And then once we got all that stuff done, it was like, all right, what can we do to really innovate? And I had one of our clients said, we would love to go to small businesses and sell our membership plan to businesses. And I know there's a lot of people or a lot of companies out there, and look, there's some great companies out there. I just think we do things a little bit different, and I love our platform. But what nobody had was a really full end-to-end solution for enrolling businesses into your membership plan. So what we developed and launched during COVID, which was probably not the best time to launch it, so it didn't get a ton of fanfare. I mean, I think it was March of 2020 when we released it. So it wasn't probably the best time, but is our Business Connect solution that you can see over here. Business Connect allows you to go and invite local businesses into your membership plan. And all you do, it's simple as just hitting the invite business button. You put their name, their email address, and it's optional. You can offer their employees a discount on your membership plan. They will then be invited. They'll get a unique registration page where they can enroll their business. They can subsidize all or part of their employees' membership plan. So they can enter, hey, I want to pay 10%, 20%, 50%. And they upload a spreadsheet of all their employees' email addresses. Their employees get a unique invitation to join your membership plan, and it shows them what the employer's paying versus what they're going to pay. So it's really just like insurance. So the employer is going to pay 100% of their employees' membership plan fees. And then there's going to be a report that generates that tells them how much to deduct from their employee's paycheck if they don't do 100% of it. So it's
Brett,
really,
I have to say this, Brett. I have to say this. So that is actually in my coaching program. That is something that I've coach my clients about reaching out to area businesses and being a solution, being a resource for them. Because look, as small business owners, we have the same issue. We're like, we got to give some benefits to our team. How are we going to do that? We talk about that all the time. What a great way to not only get some goodwill with the area businesses, but also get some new patients by saying, hey, business owner, I know this is something that you want to offer your team because you want to retain them. Let me help you out here. Let me give you this. I love this idea. And actually, the way that you guys do it is so much easier than just manually doing it. I mean, you could have a conversation with them and just say, hey, look, be on the lookout. I'm going to send this email. I love this. I love this. And let me ask you this. How, I mean, obviously in your practice, you use it all the time, but some of the current users, how often do they do this? I think this is a great way to get new patients. I mean, this is a marketing, is a marketing technique right here, sending these links out.
Absolutely. This is kind of untapped territory for dentistry. In my opinion, this is the first true competition for dental insurance.
Yeah.
Because now you can truly sell this outside of your practice. So what we learned pretty quickly was that, look, there's low hanging fruit. So you've got your oral surgeons, your periodontists, your orthodontists, or maybe not your periodontists, but actually in a lot of cases, your periodontists, your endodontists, who have this team of dental employees who don't offer hygiene services. So they need, their employees are now having to go find dentists in the community. Well, this is a great low-hanging fruit for you. You go to your orthodontist, you go, hey, I'd love to take care of your employees. Let me offer you guys a 25% discount. And here's an invitation where you can pay for your employees' dental care without having to buy insurance. You know, it's a one-to-one connection. So, that's an easy one. But then dentists don't really know. Most of us don't know. I mean, including me, I'm guilty of this, of how to do outside sales, like how to cold call businesses. Although you've got this great plan where it can go something like, hey, Sally or whoever at the local accounting firm, are you guys offering any dental insurance? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be no for a small business. Well, we're offering this new program through our dental office down the street. Could I get you some more information on it? We give you the flyers for it. We give you a unique landing page for this, but it's still a hard call to make. And so we're actually working on a pilot program with Support DDS. I know they're one of your partners, where they have a SDR team that's going to do the outbound calls on your behalf and then create the leads for you for the small businesses. So it's just going to be a really perfect solution that's evolving every day. So
I love that. And you know what? I mean, honestly, guys, I mean, if you think about it, if there's businesses that you go and you patronize, you go there and you go like, maybe it's like a local restaurant that you take your team to, just having a conversation with the owner, say, hey, like, this is something that we do. We come and support you. Here's the thing. If you go and if someone came to us, right, Brett, let's switch it around. Let's say someone comes in, it's a restaurant owner, and they've been a patient for a while, and they come up to you, Brett, and they say, you know what? I mean, I own this burger place over here, and I've been a patient for a while. I'd love for you guys to come out. What are you going to do, Brett? You're going to show up, right? You're going to show up because you're like, and so here's the thing, if you go and you patronize a business, right? And you're like, maybe it's like, a burger place or whatever, right? And you say, hey, bring the owner. Hey, I just want to tell you, I love the food here. We come all the time. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I'd love for you to come in our practice. And I don't know if you guys offer dental insurance to your team, but we have this here. I'd love to send you a link. I mean, it could be an easy conversation like that. And boom, you have a whole bunch of new patients. And they make it, this is, again, I can tell you right now, because I've interviewed a lot of people, I don't think any other membership plan company has this. I'm pretty sure they don't. Not like this. So I love that. Okay, so you got me really excited here. Tell me about, I see Community Connect. I can only imagine what that is. Can you talk about that? What's a Community Connect?
So Community Connect's a little bit easier for dentists to kind of conceptualize and make happen. It's basically a coupon code system. So for me, it's what we did at our practice was all the retirement homes around our business and the YMCA groups. We created like this nice package with all of our marketing, like little koozies and stuff and brochures for our membership plan. And like little goodies. And we took them to these community like retirement centers. And we made a nice, special, unique, like a discount pamphlet for our membership plan. I think we offered 10% off, and there was a little code there. And that's what Community Connect does. It creates a group. You give the group a name, you create a discount, and it gives you, you can create a unique coupon code for that group. And then it tracks the group so you can see who actually converts and whatnot. These are just dummy ones we built, so I don't think we've actually made them convert. But yeah, you can track any of the conversions. You can offer unique discounts to different groups in your area. Like I mentioned, how we do it, and we see great success with that. But it's just another kind of innovation we built to allow you to take your membership plan outside of your office, which
Right.
if you remember the inception of my membership plan, I wanted to sell it outside of my office.
Yeah.
And so we built these solutions around that. A lot more stuff coming, but those are probably the two most innovative stuff that we've led the market on.
I mean, guys, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If any of your kids, like my daughter's on a swim team, my son's on a wrestling team, there's a whole bunch of kids there, and I'm always interacting with the parents and whatnot. We're always talking about like what each other, what our day jobs are. You could easily just say, hey, you know what, for the Lakeside swim team, guys, we if you're a parent and any of your kids, we'd love to take care of you. In fact, we just created a special code, special membership plan just for you guys, because we want to support everyone in there. Here you go. Right. It doesn't cost you guys any money for bringing that up and sending them to a landing page. You only benefit there. So I love this. This is amazing. And guys, I just want to let you know that I have not even looked at this dashboard. Other than I know what Dental HQ does. I know Brett as a fellow dentist and entrepreneur. I don't know anything about Dental HQ. I'm looking at this for the first time, and I can see so much opportunity. I mean, here's the thing. I think about how much money you spend on marketing, right? And then also how much you spend on your current membership plan. Right. And when I say cost, I'm not talking about the platform, I'm talking about the time costs, because that's the thing I want to go back to. Brett, talk about if someone, because we are in the Nifty Thrifty group, there's going to be people who says, hey, I could just do it myself. Right. Yeah. Talk about how much time you save using this as opposed to, hey, tracking this yourself and making your team do it.
Should I stop the screen share, Glenn, or
yeah, you can stop it, or you can show some of the things that sure. People will do that will save time.
So we get that all the time, and look, we're building solutions for an automated entry levels into our platform that honestly Q1 aren't going to cost you anything. It's going to be a very basic level, but we're building those solutions now. But the reason why I think you should automate this, or not think, I know you should automate. I spoke with a dentist at the DEO. She came up to me and said, hey, we're offering an annual plan. My team doesn't really say they have any challenges with it. And I said, okay, so here's where I realized, even with our annual plan, because when I originally launched this, we weren't going to have annual solutions. But I sat up front one day and I listened to a patient come in, and the front desk said, oh, Sally, your membership plan's expired. We need to get that renewed today. And the light bulb went off. And I'm sure this is happening in probably just about all of your offices where your team isn't saying they're having any challenges, which is, Sally signs up on February 1st of 2020. She comes in, she gets her cleaning that day. Her next cleaning, maybe it's not 6 months later, maybe it's 8 months later, so she comes in for that 8-month cleaning, and maybe the clean after that 7 months later. And at that point, she needs to renew her membership plan, because that's the second time they've seen her since she signed up. So they take her credit card and they run it. Well, that period of time is now 15, 16, 17 months. So her annual membership plan just became a 17-month membership plan. So by automating these payments every 12 months, you're going to get more revenue out of a period of time than you would just running that card every time they show up. And so when I told this dentist that, her head about exploded and went, oh my God, I think that's exactly what we're doing. And that's why we have no complaints about it from our front desk. Now, the ones of you who truly have a spreadsheet and have some automated solution where it's automated in every 12 months, maybe that's not a problem for you. But we do give you the notifications to your patients that it's time to renew. We notify the offices that it's time to renew. We give you easy way to track their memberships and update payment information. We let you know when they're late, when the credit card doesn't go through. We give you analytics about, how many members you have, the revenue, and we dump the money right into your bank account. So we just make it super easy. You get the landing page to put on your website. I've had patients come into my office we've never met or seen before, and they're already members before they even show up.
Wow. It's again, it's a marketing again, and we haven't. And again, you guys just saw Business Connect. Oh, Brett, you can stop the share here.
Okay.
You saw Business Connect. You saw Community Connect. And here's the thing, guys. I mean, it's again, what is going to help you save time? Yeah, you can save money doing it yourself, right? But I can tell you right now, as your practice grows and your team has all the things that you want them to do, what you expect them to do, things will fall through the cracks. And if you can automate things as much as possible, not only you're going to make more money, but your team is going to appreciate it. That's the thing. If you go up to your team and say, and really just ask them, just say, hey, how do you like doing this membership thing? No, just be honest with me. They would say, you know what? I'm actually really busy. I do it because I know it's really important. But if there's a way to automate things, I would go for that. Ask them if there's a way to automate it. Ask your team. Okay. Don't ask yourself, ask your team. If there's a way to automate this process, would you be all for it? They're going to say yes. Why? Because chances are they're super busy. Okay, Brett. So here's the thing. You're in the Nifty Thrifty group. This is amazing stuff, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to needle him. I'm going to needle you for a Black Friday. I know you were talking about doing a Black Friday thing. Can we just talk about the Black Friday deal now and just give people a chance to take advantage of it? What is it? Let's talk about it, because again, I can already tell you, everybody, you need this. The membership plan is just one thing, but the marketing and the strategy behind it is genius. Again, complaining about not having enough patience. Here you go. There's a strategy. He just gave you the strategy, just like a softball layup here. So Brett, let's talk about a Nifty deal. Let's talk about the Black Friday deal that you're going to reveal right now. Hopefully your team doesn't get mad.
Yeah. They don't, they will get mad, but you know, they'll deal with it. So it'll be okay. So it looks like right now we're doing a 15% off is our Nifty Thrifty deal, which is a great deal. So what I want to do is since we're a new member with Nifty Thrifty, and I'm super excited being part of the group, is I want to go ahead and you know, the way we do it, a lot of us as dentists has been promised the world and under delivered. So we don't do any contracts. It's, you know, canceled at any time. But what I want to do is offer a 90-day period where you don't pay us anything. So for your first 90 days, you enroll at Dental HQ, you check us out, you try out the platform. Look, if you don't like it, end it, and you never pay us $1. But I'm confident enough in what we're doing that you're going to love it and you're not going to want to go anywhere. So,
okay, Brett, I just need to let you know that we are going live in the group and the video is already there. So there's no take backs. Okay. So if your team comes back and says, Brett, what were you doing? We can't do that. I'm just letting you know that it's already out there.
It's out there. I got it. My team will make it work. So don't worry.
Wow. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. I mean, you know, in dentistry, you know, I mean, even with our own patients, we're always worried about giving any kind of guarantees or anything like that. I mean, the fact that Brett came and said, look, you're going to try it for 90 days. And I'm so confident that you'll like it, that I'm willing to take that risk. And he's also offering 15% off. That's amazing, guys. It's a no-brainer. So for those who are wanting to sign up, what's the best way? Is it going to the Dental HQ site, or what's the best way to sign up? Is it to obviously, I know you're in the group, and guys, please by all means bombard Brett with a bunch of messages. That way he can see how active the group is. But if you want to be nice and not bother the man, what's the best way? What's the best way to get signed up? And how, do they tell them about the special Nifty deal, or how does that work exactly?
Yeah, I mean, look, first bombard me and I can help. I've made all the mistakes in dentistry. We've got a 3-location group. We're going to 5. I understand a lot of the operational stuff too. And I built a lot of those systems for my business. If you guys have any questions about that, I love talking dentistry. So happy to answer that stuff. Now, in terms of Dental HQ, I just did a quick little demo here. I probably missed half of the stuff we do, if not more. My team's much better at walking you through our software than I am. So what I would do is I'd go on our website, schedule a demo. There's a Calendly link. It makes it easy. You can do it on your time. And then just mention the special Nifty deal, maybe the live event or the Black Friday event. Maybe that's what I'll tell my team, to mention the Black Friday Nifty Thrifty deal. And then they'll know to do the 90 days off on top of it.
I love that. Brett, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. Guys, here's the thing. If you've been on the fence about a membership plan, if you weren't sure how it could help your practice, Brett already gave you some free info. He already told you how he did it in his practice. He already showed you how you can get that using other, helping out. Actually, we're actually supporting, you're supporting other small businesses and you're supporting other groups that you're already a part of. He just gave you, like, people pay for this kind of marketing advice. Okay. He just gave it to you for free. He gave you the platform to do it. And in fact, he even over delivered and said, look, try for 90 days. Try for 90 days, really go after 90 days. Honestly, by the time the 90 days already by the time the 90 days ends, you'll probably be making so much money by getting all these new patients. It's a no-brainer. It pretty much pays for itself. So Brett, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. And guys, thank you for tuning in. And Brett's in the group, so reach out. He's got so much great information, and just bombard him. Send him all the messages.
Absolutely. Thanks, Glenn.
Brett, thank you so much. Guys, we'll see you next time.